You can build the greatest church, the biggest church, the largest church in the world without necessarily loving God. The only thing that keeps people glued to God for the rest of their life is their genuine love for God. Nothing else is sustainable. You use material, you use money, you use influence, you use the choir, you use all these beautiful nice stages, all these neon signs that we use. Nothing is sinful on those things. But if that is the motive, that is your strategy, the day someone who has something better than you opens a church, by the side of the road, they will go there. Because man is always ingenious with looking for new things. People who don't love God will love material things, and if you try to attract them by material things, you only need material things to retain them as well. And then the rat race will begin. My material must be bigger than your material. And then we need to fight each other until we become like the world, which is what where the church is today. Nothing else is as important as your love for God. Make sure you protect that love. Nothing must puncture it. Nothing must diminish it. Nothing must tamper with it, because there are love extinguishers. Your identity as a child of God is love. That is how strategic and highly it is. John 13, chapter 35. Listen to what Jesus said. John 13, 35. Jesus said, "By this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." Your ID card, your identity as a child of God is not how many enemies you can kill. Stop going to churches where they are teaching you to kill your enemies. They are destroying you. That it is working doesn't mean God is the one working it. Who will you choose, a man or God? Joshua said, "Choose you this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my family, we will serve the Lord." Will you choose my word or the word of God? Because I'm producing results. Results don't last forever. Results have expiry dates. Jesus said, how you will be identified is your love, your level of love. Are you a lover? Are you a lover? Do you love God? Do you love people? Not how many enemies have died since we became a Christian. Not how many enemies have died. The entire landscape of the church, coast to coast, east to west, north to south, is starving of lovers. Starving of lovers. God's lovers. For the most part, what we have are God users. God users. Men and women who use God to get a job, use God to get a child, use God to get married, use God to get visa, use God finally to kill their enemies. You are not a lover if you are a user. You can't be a user and a lover at the same time. By this shall all men know that you are a genuine disciple, if you love one another. Why should you listen to a man who is teaching you otherwise than what Jesus has taught? That is a rebellion. Psalm 68 verse 6 says, "The rebellious dwell in dry places." Isn't the reason why there is dryness across the globe now? You see what is going on in the economy of America, of Germany, Europe? They are going through problem now. The German economy they are going through severe crisis. Most of these Western nations, they delete the love of God. They are in open rebellion against God, chasing God out of schools, out of marriages, matching man and woman and woman, and they are legislating against those things. Open rebellion. Rebellion produces dryness. Rebellion produces dryness. And you cannot fight God and win. The only fight a man must never win in life is the fight with God. You cannot. And God does not have to win numerically to win spiritually. He's getting results. He's getting results. You think that because he's getting results, he's winning. He's not winning. If you are in rebellion with God and you're getting results, you're not winning. You are not. God doesn't need to win numerically to win spiritually, because He knows you are coming to meet Him. He knows that everything you are gathering on her, they are like dust.